What if the experience is an illusion? Like, how do we know? What if the agency that we experience is an illusion?
An illusion looking from where? Like, right, because that already requires to take that stance is you've already pushed yourself into that third person view,
Okay.
right? And so what we're saying is that third person view, which now you're going to say like, oh, I've got a whole other set of
Right.
entities, of ontological entities, meaning, things that I think exist in God's living room in spite, that are independent of me and the community of living things I'm part of.
So you're pushing it elsewhere. This just like there's a stack of turtles. There's probably if this experience, the human experience, is an illusion, maybe there's an observer for whom it's not an illusion. So you always have to find an observer somewhere.
Yeah, right. And that's why, fundamentally the blind spot, especially the scientific triumphalist part is following a religious impulse. It's wanting the God's eye view. And what's really interesting, and when we think about this and the way this gets talked about, especially publicly, there's a line of philosophical inquiry that this language gets couched in. And it is actually it's only one version of philosophy, right? So it is pretty much what we call the analytic tradition, right? But there's even in Europe, or in the Western tradition, in the for Western, what we'll call Western philosophy, there's phenomenology. There's Husserl and Heidegger and Merleau-Ponty, which took an entirely different track.